Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be telling a simple story of how I started my first successful business with zero capital. And I'm hoping that you can learn a thing or two from it, which is why I'm not telling you of someone else's experience. I'm telling you of something that happened to me. I'm telling you of how I started my first successful business, not my first business, but this was the first successful business, and I started it with zero capital. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money to put in investments. So I'm hoping that you can learn something from this video. So it started in 2018. In 2018, I had a business, and the business was basically me doing affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is where you market another company's product and you earn a commission on, like, when a customer buys the product, you earn a commission on it. So in 2018, I'm not going to mention the name of the company, but it's a very popular company and so many people are doing affiliate marketing for them. So they have an app, and on the app, I didn't need to buy the products myself. On the app, there are pictures of the products. So I take those pictures. I created an Instagram page. I could take those pictures that they had and I could post them on my Instagram page. And anybody who was interested, they would contact me, and then I would get back to the company that, oh, someone has contacted me. I would place the order for the product. They will send the product to me. So it was basically when I posted pictures of the product, pictures that I got from the company. When I posted the pictures on my Instagram page, anybody that saw it and wanted it, they would send me a message. I would tell them, okay, yes, but it will take so and so days for me to get the product. And then they will say, okay, then they will pay. So let's say um I'm getting the products from the company for 8,000 naira, and I'm going to sell the products for 10,000 naira. So how it works is that when the customer gives me the 10,000 naira, I would get in touch with the company. In fact, there's like an app, so I don't even need to message anybody. I would just go on the app and place the order. Then I will pay the 8,000 naira and keep the 2,000 naira as my profit, because of course the customer is also paying for shipping, the delivery. So I'm not paying for that. So I would keep my 2,000 naira profit. So that was how I was running. The business in 2018. This is not my first successful business because I don't feel like that business was successful, and I'm going to give you the reasons. So yes, reasons that I felt like the business was not successful for me. I only did the business for a few months, and I'm going to tell you why. So firstly, I think one of the major issues was that I did not have a direct contact with anybody in the company. You know, affiliate marketing, if one man owns a business and you're doing affiliate marketing from that man, you have direct contact with him. But when you're doing affiliate marketing from a company, you're not speaking to the owner, you're not speaking to whoever is in charge of, production and distribution. I was ordering on the app, like I said. So I think that was one of the major issues. I didn't have a direct contact. So if I had a complaint, it would take days for them to get back to me, of which the customer would have been agitated, and either they would want a refund of their money or they would not want to buy the product anymore. So I think that was one of the major issues, that I didn't have anybody to speak to. Of course, I had people to speak to directly, but they were not the ones in charge. So how the business works, or how the affiliate marketing program worked or still works, I don't know, but how it worked then in 2018 when I was a part of it was that um someone who is a member, they introduced me. So I register under them as a downline under them. So I have someone above me that I can meet in case of there's any complaint. But they are just affiliate marketers like me, only that they are senior marketers. And me too, I can definitely register someone under me as a subset of me, as a downline. You get, so whenever they place an order, whenever they sell an item, I earn a commission on what they sold. The same way the person above me earns a commission on the number of products that I sell. So that is how the chain of the affiliate marketing works. So the second thing that I think was an issue for me was that I was not in control of any of the chains. From when I place the order on the app to when it gets delivered to the customer, I was not in control. So on the app, when I place the order, like instead of me receiving the product and then shipping it again to the customer, I usually impute the customer's address. So it goes straight to the customer, because if I'm to have the product, if the customer buys an item for 10,000 and I'm buying the item for 8,000 naira, so my profit is 2,000 naira. But if I'm going to have the item delivered to me first before I now try to send it to the customer, that means I would have to be paying for delivery and it will be eating into my 2,000 profits. So that was why. So I usually impute the customer's address on the app. So the delivery is going straight to the customer. I'm not getting involved with product at all. I'm not even seeing the product, if it's even the correct thing. As I place the order on the app, it gets delivered straight to the customer. So that was a major issue because I did not have control of any of the chains. Usually they would say, okay, it will take 4 days for the product to get to the customer, but this is a week, this is 2 weeks, and the product is still not getting to the customer. I will write to customer care, I will complain to the person that is above me, and everybody will say, okay, we'll see what we can do about it. I will keep calling customer care, I'll be sending emails, and I will not be getting like a proper response of why the customer has not received their order. So that was a big problem in the chain for me, because I didn't have any control. There are times that I had to even refund the customer because they didn't get their item delivered to them on time, and things like that. So it was really a major issue, because I would probably place an order on the app today and they would delay in sending out, they would delay in delivery, or they would go to the wrong address. Like when you run a business, so many things can happen. So me being like a middleman and not having direct contact to the person that I was buying from, it wasn't easy to no, it wasn't. That was like a major issue. It wasn't easy for me. So when the complaints kept getting frequently, and this usually used to happen, I remember now, it used to happen at the end of the month. Every end of the month, let's say 29, 30, 31, first, second, there will be issues in the from placing order to delivering. There will be issues in the timeline. I think probably now that I've been in business for many years afterwards, I think probably because they were trying to balance records and all of that. So during that period, there's always like a lengthy delay, and it wasn't good for me at all. It wasn't good for me at all. So eventually I had to stop the business. I quit eventually because I could no longer manage that kind of business anymore. But at the moment, at that point where I was doing that, it was very, very beneficial to me, because I was a student. It was my third year in the university. Yes, it was my third year in the university, and those 2,000 naira, 4,000 naira, 3,000 naira that I used to make on every product that I sell, it was very, very beneficial to me at that point, because I could afford, other things. I think even that particular semester, I got myself a new phone. Yes, yes, I did. I remember now. That particular semester, I got myself a new phone. So it was very beneficial to me at that moment, but it's not something that had longevity. It was very that system of business is very temporal. There are probably people that do it and it works for them, but it wasn't working for me. So yeah, it wasn't working for me. Lastly, before I forget, another issue that I had was that I was not very good at marketing the products. I said that I didn't used to buy the products to keep, but there are times that I had extra cash on me, and I said, okay, let me buy this product and keep. So especially with the whole issue of ordering to delivery, the lengthy time frame, I said, okay, let me buy some of these products and keep with myself, so that if someone places an order, I can easily send out to them, instead of having to wait to place the order on the app and to take so long to deliver them. And also, I was in school, so I was looking at, okay, I'm going to go to different hostels and market this product, to show them this product. Probably they'll be interested in buying. That would be easier for me. I mean, it's a university, it's a big place. There are like thousands of students in the school. And it was skincare. Yes, it was a skincare company. It was a skincare brand. So my major targets would be females. There are lots of females in school. So I thought, you know what, let me get this product on ground, and then I would go from hostel to hostel and market this product. Anybody can be willing to buy. And that was where I had a major, that was another place that I had a major issue, because I was not very good at marketing the skincare products, because this is skincare. This is a brand of skincare, and I'm trying to convince you that this thing is going to work. Use it for your face, use it for your body. Look at me, I use it for my face, I use it for my body, and my skin is like all right. Even though I was in school, the stress was much, so it was actually hard for my skin to be all right. But yes, so it was hard for me, because as I was going from, then you know how it is now. Yeah, in case you don't know, after like the whole day's activity, either in the evening from like 8 to 9, I think, yeah, from, okay, let's say no, from like 6:30, because my classes used to end by 6 p.m. in the evening. So by 6:30, I even had a friend that sells hair. I know she's going to watch this video. She used to sell hair. So we used to go together. I would take my skincare products that I got from the brand that I was doing affiliate marketing from, and then she would take her hairs, and we would leave our own, because there were different hostels. And I was in the third year, it was my third year in university. I would leave my hostel and I would go to another hostel, and I would take the products, and both of us would try to market it to them. So I just felt like people didn't, like, some people bought, but not so much. And I felt it was because I was not very good at marketing it. Like, I was not in touch with the brand as much as I should be, because skincare is something that is very sensitive. People don't just buy skincare anyhow, especially if it's a brand they've never used before, especially if it's a brand that is not well known. So I'm showing them this scrub and I'm telling them buy it and use it. And for, to be honest, for students, the prices were a bit, I would not say they were high, but they were not exactly student affordability kind of products, because students are trying to get the cheapest products they can get with maximum value, and probably this product did not offer that. So these are some of the challenges that I faced, and I felt like I could not continue the business anymore. I could not scale the business. I could not see a future with that company doing that kind of affiliate marketing, you get. So that was how I stopped selling. Was this the third year, or was it my fourth year in, I think it was my fourth year in the university, right? Okay, so I think I started in my third year. No, I started in my third year, and then I stopped. So I stopped like halfway through my third year in the university. So but the remaining half of my third year in university, I didn't have a business. I didn't have any business at all. But it was in my fourth year. It was in my fourth year, the final half of my fourth year in the university, that I started my first successful business. And let me tell you how I started. Now, the story of how I started my first successful business with zero capital. I gave you that backstory for 2018 because I wanted you to see, I wanted to narrate the events that led up to this particular point. It will be easier to understand. So this is my final year in the university, and of course, I mentioned earlier that I was selling the products on Instagram. Yes, I was selling products on Instagram. So I'm scrolling through Insta. Of course, the business had ended, and I'm looking at what other business can I start. Though I don't have so much time, because final year university, you're trying to do projects, you're trying to balance up your grades, you're trying to graduate. I mean, 4 years in the school, of course, I'm tired, I want to leave. So there's a whole lot on your plate at that moment. You're just thinking about leaving, but I was also open to business opportunities that may arise. So one day I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I see a lady posting makeup products. Yeah. And I thought this is nice. So you know what? I said I'm going to send her a message, and I'm going to explain to her what I would like to do. Now, judging by the previous background, I know that you don't need to have the products to sell. You don't need to have the product physically. You don't need to have inventory to start a business. You don't need to have inventory to sell, because that was what I was doing previously. So I was already aware of that. So I messaged her, randomly. I saw on Instagram. I messaged her. I said, I'm a student in school. I see you're selling makeup products, and I would like to go into the line of makeup products, but I don't have any money to buy these products because you can understand I'm a student. So I don't have money to stock up these goods or to buy in wholesale from you to resell. I'm in school, but what I want to do, I just try to explain to her that um would she be okay with sending me pictures of the makeup products, and then I would post them on my WhatsApp. I would post them on many Instagram. I would post them on Instagram, and then anybody that was interested, if they want, cause anybody that was interested, if they wanted the product, then I would get back to her and she would give me a discount. So I asked her the prices of all the makeup products. She would give me. She agreed. Yes, she agreed. So she liked the idea and she agreed. So she was in Lagos State. For people who know Nigeria, or probably you're outside Nigeria, but if you're in Nigeria, she was in Lagos State and I schooled in Ogun State. So most of my customers, when I started posting on Instagram, most of the people who wanted to buy, they were in Lagos State. So it was so much easier for her to even deliver straight to the customer. And for people that were in my university that wanted to purchase the product, when they place an order, I will let her know that okay, this person has bought this item. She'll say okay, and she'll send it down to me. Now the distance from Lagos Ogun State is about, let's say, 2 hours. So even there were dispatch riders that were able to make the distance from where she was to my school in Ogun State, or she would say okay that she would use maybe a bus driver, or she would use DHL, but DHL was actually quite pricey. So most of the time she used to use bus drivers or dispatch riders that were willing to go on the trip. So as the months were going by, and even by a month, I could see the difference between the business that I used to do in 2018 and this business now. Though the models are similar, but there are certain things that were different. For example, I had direct contact to the owner of the business that I was selling from. I had direct contact to her, so it was easier for me to confirm, has the item been sent out, when is the customer going to receive, is this product available. All those things were different. All those things were easy for me to confirm because I had direct contact with her. If someone wanted to buy an item, I could easily message her. Of course, there are procedures to this thing, and the procedures make it a bit tedious, but if you are at the stage where you don't have any money to buy your own product, you don't have any money to stock up, you don't have any money for inventory, these products actually the procedure is actually something necessary. You cannot boycott it. So let's say, for example, I know she has a shop, so these products are stocked up. So when she sends me the pictures of the products, the items are available, but every time someone wants to place an order, I have to get back to her to be sure that the product is still available. Then I will not communicate back to my own customer that okay, yes, the product is available, you can go ahead and you can make the purchase. So yeah, that's basically how I started selling with no capital, no money. All I had to do was she would send the product pictures to me. I would post it on Instagram. Of course, I wasn't just sitting down and posting it on Instagram and waiting for anybody to buy, because in business it's really profitable based on your turnover. That is, if you're having more customers that are buying, that is when the business is most profitable for you. But if you're having like one customer a week, the business may not be as profitable as it should be. So of course I was running sponsored ads on Instagram and I was getting customers, though not very much because I was only just starting. And of course every business needs a while, every business needs time before it can take off, before it can become like really, really profitable. But I kept seeing progress as the days went by. So yes, that is how I started, by posting the product pictures, and then she would send out. She does straight direct delivery. So all I have to do is keep my own cut of the money. All I have to do is keep my own profits. Don't forget that I did this in 2019 and this is 2024. Yes, January 2019 was when I started and this is February 2024. So this is about 5 years later and people are still practicing these models day by day. I know because I have a business now. I have my own company, I have my own brand, and people message me to inquire. Students, 9 to 5 workers, they message me to inquire if I have a procedure like that where they can also drop ship from me. Of course, what I was doing in 2018 was affiliate marketing, but what I was doing in 2019 was drop shipping with minor differences. Like I wasn't, because in 2018 I was selling the company's product, the company's brand only, but in 2019 I was selling a variety of products, a variety of brands. I wasn't representing a company, because in 2018 I was representing the company because I was selling only their products. I was like a representative, like a marketer, an affiliate marketer. But in 2019 I was my own business with my own name, and I was selling the products, like retailing products. So those are some of the minor differences between affiliate marketing and drop shipping. So yes, as I was saying, this is 2024, and that business model still works. It is still applicable. There are still people that they don't have the product, especially now that e-commerce and online selling, online commerce, or what I call it. Now that online selling is very rampant, people are selling so much on social media. There are so many people that do not have their products in stock, and they post it up. Probably another person's, like someone else makes the video, sends the video to them, they post it on their page. You see it, you like it, you say, okay, oh, send me your account details, I want this item, and you pay and they get it delivered to you. And customers don't even care. That is the honest truth. Customers don't care as long as they receive the item that they paid for. That's really all that matters to the customer. If I'm going to buy this TV and you tell me that you have the TV, whether you have it in your shop or you don't, as long as you can get it to me, that is what matters to me as a customer. That's what matters to me as a consumer. So that business model is still thriving very much in 2024. Like, people are using it yesterday, people are using it today, and people are definitely going to use it tomorrow, because not everybody has the money to stock up their own goods. Not everybody has space for inventory, and not everybody wants to deal with the challenges of having physical products that are yours. Because trust me, having physical products that are yours also comes with its ups, and it also comes with its downs. So now that we know how I started my first successful business with no capital, let me just give a little story of how I was able to scale it. Though I'll be expatiating more on that in subsequent videos. But let me just give a little summary of how I was able to grow it from that point where I started. So of course, as time goes by and I have more money now based on the profits, because every time I make sale, and this was after school, because like I mentioned, this was my last half of my final year in university. So after school in Nigeria, there's something that we do that is called NYSC, National Youth Service Corps. Yeah, it's like a compulsory program. Though some people decide not to do it, but it's a compulsory program for anybody that has graduated from the university. You have to do your 1 year service. You have to serve your country, Nigeria, for a year. So here in Nigeria, I officially left school around, let me say, that was June. And by October, November, I was already going for NYSC. So now during the NYSC year, for every month, you get paid at that time in 2019, it was 33,000 naira. 2019, 2020, it was 23,000. I think it was 33,000 naira. It was 33,000 naira that we were paying every month, and I was able to save up because I was also working. So I was able to save up the money that the government was paying me every month, so I could be able to buy my own products. So I started to buy my own products my own products physically, that I could sell to my customers. And one thing that I had as an issue was the location challenge, because that lady was in Lagos, and after I was done with school in Ogun State, I came back to Abuja. I came to Abuja. I did my National Youth Service year in Abuja. So we had the location issue, because she was all the way in Lagos and I was in Abuja, and I now branded. Before, I used to be like a Lagos Ogun State business, but now on Instagram I'm branding myself as an Abuja based business. So if my customer here that is in Abuja, that sees me as an Abuja based business, who wants to buy a product, nobody is going to wait for 2 to 4 days for her to send the products all the way from Lagos. So that was a major challenge that I had at the first time, the location issue. So over time, I had to find an easier way to start sourcing the goods. In fact, I had to start having the goods physically myself, because I could not wait for her every time for her to send the goods down. So I realized quickly that I needed to buy these products by myself and have them on ground, because it would be easier for me. Here in Abuja, if someone places an order by 9 a.m. in the morning, they're expecting that by 2 o'clock they have received their order. Nobody's going to wait for you for 2 3 days to now buy from your supplier. You will not tell them to wait, and no. Nobody's going to wait for that. So I definitely had to start buying my own products physically, and I had to start buying in bulk. I had to start buying quantity. So like that. Of course, as you're buying, you're keeping your profits. You're buying, like, if you buy 10 pieces now, you sell, you make money, you buy 20 pieces. And if you're even lucky, if you're blessed, before that 10 pieces will even run out, you have enough money. Of course, I was getting money, like I said, I was serving for a whole year, and I was getting paid by the government. So I wasn't living like a flashy lifestyle. I wasn't spending money rampantly. I knew what I wanted, that I wanted to grow my business. So I was very minimal about how I spent my money. I didn't spend my money on things that didn't matter, because I was trying to save every penny so that I can reinvest it back in my business. So yes, we'll be stopping here for today, though there are so many things that I wanted to talk about that I was not able to. And some parts of this video, when I checked it, it was not recording. So there are probably things that I said that did not record. So whatever is missing from this video, I'll make sure that in subsequent videos that I go ahead and I fill it up and I talk about them. But that's basically how I started my first successful business with no capital. And you can also apply it. You can do it today depending on your area of expertise. But if you're going into a product-based business, people even like this model because it helps you to test the market. It helps you to know what people want before you go out and spend all your money and stock up goods. If you're doing this model of drop shipping, you're able to post pictures of the product, see people's reaction, see if you can gather clients for that product before you go all out and use all your savings and take loan and whatever to stock up these products, because so many business owners are stocking up products that they cannot sell, products that they cannot market. So yeah, so this is also a great model to know how to know the products that your customers want, know the products that is selling in the market by just posting pictures of it, advertising it, and seeing whoever is interested. So yes, we'll be stopping here now because my phone is very low. I'm sure it's going to go up anytime from now. And the thing is that this microphone that I'm using, it's plugged in at the same place where the phone charger is plugged in, so I cannot charge and use microphone at the same time. I have to choose one. So I'll be going now. This will be the end of this video. So whatever I missed, whatever part was not recorded or anything, I'll be sure to talk about it in subsequent videos. Please leave a comment, please like, please subscribe, please follow me on my journey. I would appreciate any support that I can get. Of course, you don't owe me anything, but if you're so gracious, you're so kind, you're so loving enough to support me, I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for listening to me. Also, if there's any way that you feel like I can improve, I'm open. I would love to hear it. Yeah, anyway that you think I can improve on the videos, or probably anything that is not suitable to you. Of course, I cannot please everybody, but anything that is not suitable to you, I'm open to hear comments, contributions, corrections.